Good evening, dear teachers. This is Alfred here. In this session, we learn about how to use Google Forms for taking quiz or short exams. So first, you have to download Google Forms from the Play Store, and then once you click on the icon, you will get this interface. I'll show you the icon. This is the form app. Click on that, you will get this interface, and then you need to click on this Google Forms. Once the form is clicked, and then next is a plus sign, and after that you need to click on create blank form. Okay, now your form is ready. It is like a blank page which is ready, where you will be typing your question, you will be putting your photos, will be putting your different sections. Okay, so under title, click on untitled forms. You may rename it to your own, as per your own convenience and subject. It can be maths, and then properties of triangles. Okay, description can be anything. You may put solve all the questions. Okay, and done. And simply you need to add one question initially. Say the question can be, what are triangles? Okay, so this question you need to add, and then simply click on submit. Then if you want to collect the email address of the particular student, you can select that and click on submit. Okay, now this link, which you can find under the form link, this link is what you have to share in the Google Classroom. But wait, now our question is means our question paper is not ready. We have to still add some more question along with the image. Okay, so simply click on view forms. So it will redirect you to the Google Forms where you can add images. Okay, so under this left bottom you can find the small pencil sign. Simply you can click on the pencil sign. Okay, yes, now in this page you may add your own pictures of the particular subject. Okay, so what are triangles? So next to that, can you find the small picture icon or image icon? I'll click on that image icon, and here you can insert the image by various means. If you have already downloaded the image, you can browse from your mobile device. You can even click by using camera. You can also use your URL if you have one, and you can directly go for Google image search also. See, I'll show you how to go for Google image search. I am clicking on this, and I am searching. I'll be searching for the image. Okay, here I'll be searching for triangles. Okay, and simply you'll click on search, and here you will see different types of triangles. So as per your convenience you may select this. Okay, which is an side angle side criterion, and I am inserting it. Okay, this is just for a demonstration purpose. You may use as per your own choice. Okay, so I have already added an image which is related to the triangle. Okay, so you may also give a section for short answer or long answer, whatever it is. Okay, next, if you want to add one more question, simply you need to click on the plus sign. You can see below the top bottom, you can see the bottom, the plus sign is there. Simply click on the plus sign, and you will get the second question, and there you can add your next question. Write different properties of triangle. Okay, and you have an option to whether to put it as multiple choice question, short answer, long answer, paragraph, or whatever it is. So I want it as a short answer, so I'll put a short answer. And again, you can see next to that question you may find the small image icon. So if you want, you can add image simply by clicking on that, and the same thing appears. Say whatever image you want, you can add, or you can just neglect and you go to the next question. As I told, to add next question, you need to click on this plus sign. Again, this plus sign is created, and again you may add whatever next question you may add. Say define SSS property. Okay, SS property. And again, you have the option to change from paragraph to multiple choice or short answer, whatever your question is. Even you can add the image like previously what you were doing. Now 3 questions are added. Say I want to add the next section. Okay, this is short answer section. I want to add one more section of long answer, which may be of different marking categories. It may be of 10 marks or 15 marks. So simply on the right bottom, you can see this equal to sign. This actually is not an equal to sign, this is actually partition sign. Okay, so I'll click on that, and I am with my second section. As you can see, section 2, 2 of 2. Then you may change it to whatever you want. Say long answer question, answers, and the description you can put anything. Answer all questions of 15 marks each. Okay, and simply click on plus, and you may be with the next section where you will be adding a question. Simply add any long answer question whatever you want. Say define all criterions of congruency. Say, okay, and I will be changing from multiple choice to short answer, already paragraph, because this is long answer, so I'll use paragraph. So similarly, if you want to add an image, you'll be clicking on this image sign, and you'll get that image thing to add. Okay, to add the next question, the same thing, clicking on the plus sign. Okay, so here you have learned how to add question and how to add an image in your question paper. Okay, now you are ready with the question paper. Now it is time to share this with our class. So before sending it to your students, you can change some of the settings which you feel like. Simply by clicking on these 3 dots, you will have different setting options. Okay, so I will click on the preview to see my entire question paper. Okay, this is how your question paper will look, and if you want to edit, you can simply click on this pencil button below, and you can change. Or now just simply click on the setting button, and here you may find different settings which you want your students to do. Okay, so response receipts, actually if you will be selecting this to always, the student have to add their own email ID once they are responding it. Okay, so if they are not adding their email ID, this forms cannot be returned. Okay, this exam cannot be, the paper of the exam will not be returned to you. Okay, they cannot submit it. And you can simply click on restrict to Holy Cross users, that's of no use. And yeah, this one, the respondents can edit after submit, see summary chart and text, because I don't want my respondents to edit after they have submitted, so I'll simply discard this, and I'll click on arrow button to send it. Okay, yes, now this interface has appeared. You may have got your own class ID, okay, your class email ID, so you can simply click on the class email ID. Okay, and once you are sending it to your class, say you may have class 10A @Holy Cross English High School Amravati.com. Okay, say this is your email ID, and if you are simply clicking on send, that particular class students linked with that class email ID will get this mail. Okay, this is one way of sending. The next way is simply generating the link. Okay, now this link is generated. Simply you may copy this link and you may share it into your Google Classroom. Okay, once you are sharing it to the Google Classroom, the student will find it easy to simply click on that link and they'll be directed to the Google Forms. They'll complete the works whatever is assigned to them and they'll submit. Okay, so these are two different ways by which you can send the created forms to the student. Okay, and this is all for today's session, and if there is any difficulty with the permission of sister, we may have a short session on clearing all the doubts. Okay, thank you, all the best.